Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing fantastic on this Memorial Day. So before we get into everything that we're going to get into, let's take a real quick minute and really understand what Memorial Day is for, and let's give it its due respect. Memorial Day is not just a 3-day weekend. It is in memory and honoring those who served in the military that are no longer with us. For me personally, that list includes my father, who was a United States Marine in Vietnam, and also my grandfather, who is in the United States Army in World War II. And I'm going to share something with you guys before we get into everything, that we have to get into in this video. My grandfather, like I said, he was in the United States Army, and he compiled this kind of, this book, when he got back. And one of the interesting things, fascinating things to me now that I have this, is when he was in the service and he went all over the world during World War II. He loved photography, and he took a lot of pictures. And one of the really cool things, and he made this, scrapbook, and he took a lot of pictures and just, everything. Anything that he got his hands on, from like these Christmas dinner invitations and Thanksgiving dinner things. He kept all this stuff. He kept letters and all kinds of stuff. But one of the things that's really, really cool about his pictures, and I'll share it with you guys. You can see here, they're black and white, obviously. But he took a ton of pictures everywhere he went. And not only that, for me, way in the future, he captioned every single picture of, possibly who was in the picture, where he was, what was going on, and stuff like that. Which to me is, it's something that, I would probably, most people don't think to do in the moment, but he did. And it's amazing that we have, or at least that I have all this kind of, all this entire book, because it really kind of catalogs his journeys all over the world, during the war. And, it's really, really cool. And I'm glad that he did it. And I'm glad I have this, and I'm able to look back at it. And it's truly a fascinating thing to look through. And I have friends who come over, and I show them, and they're blown away. They're really blown away by this. So, yeah. So I hope that, you take the time to honor all those that are not here, and also to, honor those that are still with us, that are serving, our veterans. We thank and appreciate all of you guys as well. And I know when you get home, you go to a range, and you run into a guy like me who is going to talk your ear off and ask you a million questions and want to hear all your stories and all that. So, yeah. But business at hand. We are going to get into a giveaway that's going to run a week, like per usual. Well, actually, 6 days. How about that? It's going to run Sunday, June 2nd is when this giveaway is going to end, at 6 p.m. Central Time. Okay. Okay. Monthly Knife Club. And I like this card. This card has these colors. Man, I dig the color scheming here. Our friends over at Monthly Knife Club, reached out to me, and they sent me some knives for review. And what I did, I turned around and said, I will give you a chance to review them, because I'm going to give you a chance to win one of them. They sent me a knife from their Tier 2 name brand knife subscription box. And if you are interested in a subscription service where you get knives and maybe gear or whatever, check them out. I have a link to Monthly Knife Club in the description box of my videos. They are a monthly subscription service. Now, if you want gear, they have boxes for that, or if you just want knives. This is one of the tiers they have where you just get a knife if you don't want all the other stuff. So they got you covered. And like I said, link is in the description box of the video. This is a Bear & Son Bear Ops Rancor 9 Pattern 900 knife, okay? So this is what we got on deck for them. Okay, so this is, let's see here. It's a crossbar style opening and closing mechanism for quick deployment and closure. The drop point style blade is made from D2 steel for good edge retention, overall durability. Handles made from desert sand Zytel, featuring reversible pocket clip and for ambi carry. Clean lines, lightweight design. You're going to love EDCing with this little guy here. So we got our box. We have a little bag that it's in, and it is a very, very nice looking, definitely a nice looking EDC knife. I like the color. I really dig the color. We have a very dark blade. Let's see here, that locking mechanism. Let's see. As per usual, she just needs a little bit of love, a little bit of oil on there, and she'll be 100% smooth. And like I said, we do have an ambi, kind of a more shallower pocket clip, but it can be reversed by removing 2 screws, flipping it to the other side, and there you go. We do have a nice big choil here, and you do have a bump where the thumb deployer will get into your thumb here, which is nice because we do have a little bit of jimping there. We have some texturing on the back end here. The butt kind of tapers down to this point down here. It's not a pommel because it is just the scales. So if you try to, excuse me, try to hammer with that, you're going to end up breaking the scales. But hopefully you're not going to need to do that with a knife this small. Like I said, we've got a drop point blade, very nice for, for EDC general use knife. Love it. This is something I don't see very often. The whole top of the scales here have this really aggressive texturing, which can be good. And we do have a couple teeth of jimping on the top of the spine here where your thumb is going to go give you your thumb a nice place to rest. Very nice size, for an EDC kind of situation going on here. And our locking is just going to be a bar release. Yeah, it's just a bar release. But it definitely, it's going to be hard for that lock to fail. So, yeah. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice EDC knife. 1.8 ounces, so she is very light. And like I said, it does have some texturing on the scales that's, not overly aggressive, just it's comfortable. This would be a very good EDC knife. I dig it. 1.8 ounces on the weight, so she is real light. 2.2 on the blade, 2.25 on the blade, 6 inches overall when the knife is folded out. D2 steel, yeah, built in the USA, man, from Bear Ops. This knife carries around an $89 to 90 something ish, low 90 ish value. So yeah, you're going to get around a 90, 80, 85, 80, $90 knife. So that's what we got on deck, courtesy of our friends over at Monthly Knife Club. Okay, now we have been doing some MREs because you guys want some MREs, so we're going to do some MREs. I am going to throw in probably, I'm not going to say this is going to be the most tastiest humanitarian daily ration or HDR. This is stuff we drop on other people's heads in other countries to feed them and let them know that this is a food gift from the good people of the United States of America. It's going to be a food gift for you, though. Now, this is going to be a very questionable menu. It's going to be a lot of beans, stuff like that, because this is going to take into account a lot of dietary restrictions, especially from a religion standpoint of other religions around the world, because like I said, we do drop these all over the place. So this is menu number 5. Don't ask. I have no idea what menu number 5 is. It's big. It's kind of big, so it's going to be a lot of stuff. I'm going to give you this. Then I have these XMREs from the 1300 XT line of a case I just purchased. What I'm going to do is give you an option. I'm going to let you choose. Since I'm giving you something that I don't know what it is, I'm going to let you choose the next one. I'm going to let you choose some vegetarian taco pasta. Okay, you can choose that. You can choose vegetable stew with beef. Okay, or you can choose some Italian sausage. So there you go. Now, the winner of our last giveaway, let's see, when I contacted them, they did not have a preference. So I think I just sent them the beef ravioli, I think. I just, grabbed the one that was on the top of the pile, and I think it was the beef ravioli, and I sent them that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give these away because in a case of 12, you get 6 entrees or 6 menus, and they're doubled. I'm just going to give all 6 away until they're gone. And then, obviously, the poor sucker that wins the last giveaway, they're not going to have a choice. They're just going to get whichever one is left. So that's the best I can do for you. Because I'm going to open some of these on stream and eat them, and, we'll talk about them and all that kind of stuff. So this is going to be a giveaway. It is not sponsored by YouTube, nor is it sponsored by XMRE or the United States of America. It's sponsored by me, I guess. I'm the one doing it. I'm the one who's responsible for the giveaway. I'm the one that's going to pick the winner. I'm the one that's going to ship the stuff out to the winner. Please be a U.S. resident, because these are food items, and I don't want to have a customs issue. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for everybody that lives. I know I got a lot of guys across the way that watch my channel. I love all of you. I really do. And please, stay a fan. Stay a fan. Let's see. Please be 18 plus, because I am sending a blade. I don't want to get in trouble. So if you enter the giveaway, you are affirming to me that you are at least 18 years old. That way it's out of my hands. Beware of spam, okay? Anytime you put the word giveaway in a video, you're going to get spam. You're going to get people trying to scam you, and also, by extension, they're trying to scam me. This giveaway is going to end June 2nd, Sunday, at 6 p.m. Central. There's not going to be a reply to a comment until 6 p.m. Central Time, June 2nd. Everybody, pay attention. There's going to be no reply to any comment on this video that is me until June 2nd, that Sunday at 6 p.m., okay? So, I ain't got no Telegram, Instagram, MySpace, OnlyFans, which I should have an OnlyFans. Yeah, I might. Anyway, so don't freak out. If you get people commenting to your you're replying to your comment saying, "Hey, you won," and it's like Wednesday. That's not me, okay? Even if it looks like me, it's not me. So beware of that. Okay, and what do we have to do? What do you have to do to get entered into this giveaway? What do you got to do? Well, all you got to do is comment to this video, but I need you to comment something very specific. What I want you to do, because this is Memorial Day, give me a hashtag salute to those that aren't here, and all you got to do is give me a hashtag salute. And also, if you have people that are close to you that are no longer here that this holiday represents, hey, if you want, you don't have to, if you want to shout them out in your comment, feel free, because I like reading the comments, and I like seeing all the interaction and the engagement and all that from people, because at the end of the day, hey man, we're all people, and it's nice knowing that the majority of people that are interacting with my channel aren't bots. They're actually real people. So yeah. Okay, so everybody clear? Everybody's probably already gone. You're probably commenting right now, just giving me that hashtag salute, and maybe telling me a little story. I'd appreciate it. I need something to do while I'm sitting on the toilet too, man. Come on. Tell me a little story or something, man. Entertain me for a little bit. I'm giving you a chance to win some stuff for free. Man, y'all trifling. All right, so let's see what we got here. I'm going to ramble for a second, because I know nobody's watching at this point, so really it's just me and like one other person, the hardcore. But I did want to address a comment or two, if you don't mind. I would hope you would indulge me a little bit. Ryan John, 1981, he commented on my Mountain House freeze-dried ice cream sandwich taste test. One I did with my youngest daughter. He said, "Thanks for the video. Your daughter's input and opinion really helped provide a good kid's second opinion." Well, I love that sentiment, man. And I hope you watch this video to the end. I hope you see me replying to your comment, because that's it's good that I had her on. But I don't know if she is a good representation of a kid's opinion, because that is the most pickiest child. She has my DNA. I'm picky. So, if you listen to her, the only thing that you can eat coming from my daughter is what? Is pastaroni, pizza, and chicken tenders. And it has to be very, very select chicken tenders. She's very select, she's very particular about her chicken tenders. So yeah, but I appreciate it. Let's see, Cliff says, on my Tacticon and Crydex video, which I really love doing that, because, man, I love that. But I tell you what, I put both plates, I put the back plate in too, and then I load the mags up, and I hadn't done that in a long time. Have not done that in a long time. Bro, let me tell you something. Woo! That weight's something else, man. It's something else. Okay, so Cliff says, "Looks like good gear. Now you need a face cover, hide that white beard like mine." Oh, man, yeah, I know. I look good, though. Man, we looking good with these white beards. I don't care what nobody says. So, yeah. Well, hopefully, I'm just going to tell you. I like being prepared, and I like doing what I do. I like having the stuff that I have, but I'm going to tell you what, I pray I never have to use none of this stuff. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I know, a lot of people, do stuff to prepare for, everything, whether it's a power outage, it could be a power outage, storm or whatever. But that don't mean that we won't, we want power outages, or we want big storms, or we want zombies, I know there's people out there that do. I ain't one of them. I want to be prepared if it does happen, but trust me, I don't want it to happen. So yeah, because I put all this gear on, and when I run around at my range, I'm gonna tell you, I'm like a dwarf. Dwarfs, according to Lord of the Rings anyway, dwarfs they're not good for marathons. They're more sprint. I'm like that. I can sprint from, I'm good for about 100 yards. After that, I'm on a linear scale going down of how slow I'm gonna get till I'm pretty much walking and I'm panting and I'm dying. So yeah. Kevin says the cummerbund system looks like first spear tubes. I have a siege carrier and I've never broke one. Okay. First spear makes great stuff. Been doing drills for a while, and I beat stuff down because I'm looking for a felling point. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much for that comment, man. And I hope you see this video for me to say that to you, because these are really, I really do appreciate comments like that, because I like seeing people, tell me what's up, because especially if you're younger. You sound like you might be a young man, and if you out there really putting it through its paces, I would rather have your opinion than my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Anthony says, very nice stuff, brother. Hey, appreciate you, man. Let's see. What else we got? Man, I got a lot of people watching old videos. That's interesting. So, YouTube maybe is trying to do something. They are trying to push some stuff out, I guess. I appreciate that. Let's see. Allison, Hannah, I'm going to say, I think that's it. On the 96-hour survival ration kit, that's the perfect thing to keep in an emergency hurricane kit. I was in the storm path for Sandy. Didn't have electricity for 15 days. This looks like it would be easy to store in a closet somewhere and be really helpful in an emergency like that. Yeah, the thing about a lot of preparedness, especially for storms, is you're anticipating being very, very limited, very limited by what you can use, right? Whether it's, and I'm going to tell you, one of the things you ought to have is stuff like this, and getting either stuff like that, or let's see, let me back, oh wait a minute, I got one right here, stuff like this. Because you can get the little stoves that, these slide into, and it gives you one burner. Matter of fact, I got it right here behind me. But in a pinch, you can take something like that, and you can use it to not have to kind of regress in your food preps back to something like this, or even freeze-dried food, which is going to require, hot water. You can still conceivably cook normally, normal food that you would have like in a deep freeze or something like that. Now, 15 days, man, 15 days is a stretch, which for storm preparation, 15 days, you're really getting into the territory of you needing to have had a generator, it may be some fuel on hand, because I know that, if you were in the path of Sandy, if I remember correctly, you're in Florida then, and where I am right here on the southern Gulf Coast, we get tons of storms that, because we're on the east side of Louisiana. So, a lot of storms love to come up that way and hook, they hook over from like Louisiana to pretty much like Apalachicola. That's kind of a big window there that storms hit. But the kicker about where we are is we get hit by the storms either the east side or the west side. Not necessarily, get a direct hit, but we get, we get the brunt of the outer bands and stuff, which can still be very, very bad and can still definitely cause prolonged power outages. So stuff like that is something that we have to deal with here. And obviously the cheat way to do it is just go ahead and have a generator on hand with a couple cartons of fuel to get you through, not running it continuously, but definitely running it, for 6 to 8 hours to kind of keep your food from spoiling in your refrigerator and maybe a deep freeze, stuff like that. Because in a deep freeze especially, your deep freeze isn't going to really give up. It's not really going to give up the contents overnight. You can leave it unplugged for a little bit, as long as you plug it back in and let it bring the temperature back down, stuff like that. So yeah, definitely these are options, because these don't require anything. They have the flameless ration heaters in them, and all you gotta do is put a little water in there and you can have hot food. So yeah, anyway, wow, I'm just went on a ramble fest, man. All right, if anybody made it this far, man, give me a thumbs up in the video for the rambling. And yeah, I know everybody's probably done clicked off, nobody's heard this, but so yeah, I hope everybody gets entered. Good luck to everybody. And definitely come back. Make sure you should be on the channel anyway. Don't just come back Sunday. I got a couple videos I'm gonna put up between now and then. But yeah, good luck to everybody. And like I said, hopefully you have enjoyed this Memorial Day and you've given it its due respect and its due consideration for mourning those that are no longer with us. And with that, friends, I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.